What's going on, gang? Chris Cards back through the mail Monday. 6 returns for you today. Our first one is from North Carolina. We've got index card here, as always, to protect the cards as they roll through the USPS rollers there in their big machine. And we got Brock Deatherage. Brock Deatherage signed this Bowman Platinum card beautifully in blue Sharpie. Brock Deatherage, who was a 10th round pick in 2018 out of North Carolina State University. Played in 2018 and played in 2019, and then COVID happened and he retired. So he's no longer active. He's on the voluntarily retired list. Unfortunately, he didn't have terrible numbers. He made it to high A, 261, 14 home runs, but for whatever reason, he decided to hang up the cleats, and he 27 years old, I guess. That might have something to do with it now, but he wasn't 27 a couple years ago. He was 24, 25 out of college, so bummer. His address is no longer good. Uninformative for those wishing to get Brock, but I got him nonetheless. Nice return from a former prospect. Did he swap out cards on me? I think he did. I must have sent this one. I did not get this one back, so whatever. It doesn't matter. They're both worth the same. Let's move on to return number 2. All right, my friends, our next return from the Atlanta metro area, and we have Phillips stamped on the return address. Let's just get into this. I think this is going to be Taylor Phillips, which would mean we are talking vintage. Spent 6 years in the majors. 2 with the Milwaukee Braves, including winning the World Series in 1957. 2 with the Cubs and 2 with the Phillies. Even a cup of coffee with the White Sox towards the end of his career. And yes, we've got Taylor Phillips. Signed the signature card. Nice note on the index card, which he also signed. Let's put that up there. Check out these cards here real quick. We got a 59 and a 60 in here. Did not fill out the back of the signature card, but we got a Bible inscription as well as another personalization on the signature card. And there we go, 59 and 60 Topps cards. 1957 World Series champion with the Braves. As I mentioned, did not have a very good year in 1957. Braves, of course, beat the Yankees in 7 that year. Phillips did not play in the World Series that year. 147 total games in his career. Decent lefty, both a starter and a reliever during his career, and a great signer, in fact. 89 years young, still signing away. Of course, I've got an updated address for you here as of course, January 23rd. 2023. I'm all messed up on my dates now that I missed a week, but there we guys go. Taylor Phillips. Let's move on to return number 3. All right, my friends. Next return hails to us from Denver, Colorado, the Rocky Mountain State. We have, looks like we got Mark Knutson. Mark Knutson, longtime Milwaukee Brewer, current broadcaster and media extraordinaire, basically. Writer, author, sportscaster, commentator, and we got 5 signed Mark Knutson cards, including a Denver Zephyr card from the Sears box. Nice to see this get back. 8 years in the bigs, 6 of those with the Brew Crew, 2 of the Astros, and yes, hometown boy makes good. He was on the 93 inaugural Rockies team, did not do very good, 22.24 ERA in 93 with the Rockies. Hometown of Denver, first homegrown star on that Rockies team, of course. Retired shortly after that dreadful series of games with the Rockies. Week after retiring, his wife gave birth to triplets, so how about that? Boasted wins over Randy Johnson, Nolan Ryan, and of course Roger Clemens, so he can at least put that feather in his cap. Whatever that term means, that's sort of antiquated by now, but you know me, I like to dig things up from the grave and throw them at you guys as you watch these videos. Let's move on, guys, to return number 4. Next envelope, my friends, from the Greensboro, North Carolina area. Once again, I think we had one of these earlier, and we have, looks like a nice little note from somebody. This is from the vault, by the way, which is a collection of envelopes that have been sitting in a box for a while. In fact, this guy is no longer with us. Gordon, a.k.a. Gordy Windhorn. Looks like he wrote me a nice little note there as well. Reading the note real quick. Very cool. Gordon Windhorn, I think, passed away in May of 2022. 3 years in the bigs. Got his September call-up with the Yankees in 1959. Went hitless in 11 at-bats before moving on to the Dodgers. And then the Kansas City Athletics and the Los Angeles Angels, pride of ASU. And there is a little note. He said he knew someone with my exact same name from back in the day, which is not that common of a name. So that is kind of a cool note from Gordy. You could have paused it if you want to actually read it. And 1962 star rookie card signed. Awesome getting one of those signed. Of course, there are the cards prior to sending them out. Once again, do not send to Gordy Windhorn. He is no longer signing. RIP, my friend. Thank you for the kind note and the awesome autographs. Oh boy, I need to open up these. I can't let these cards. You guys ask how I can let these envelopes sit. It's a little different when you film everything. It's more of a pain in the neck, actually. So it's it's easy to let a pile sort of accumulate, and then you've got to open them up and film them and do videos. So it's a little different than just say carelessly, haplessly opening up envelopes and joyously and with joy and glee and enjoying the fruits of your TTM labors. But it's a little different when you're doing the videos like this. But very cool returns from Gordy Windhorn. Of course, occasionally you get some outdated returns like Gordon, but it's still cool to see him opened up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And let's move on to another return. We got more. All right, gang. Return number 5 comes to us from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. See where we can rip this open. It looks like it's already been opened. Let's just reopen it and see who we have. Oh man, we got Mr. Chip Coulter. That's Tom. Call him Chip for short. Signed 2 signature cards and a St. Louis Cardinals team sticker card from the Fleer set back in what? 88 maybe? 89? Best wishes, Mr. Chip Coulter. He was another September call-up. In fact, he only had 6 games in the bigs with the 1969 Cardinals back in September of 1969. Went 6 for 19 with a 3.16 ERA at the age of 24. Never got another crack at the bigs. Actually was traded to the Mets in the offseason, and the Mets actually had a pretty good, decent team back in the day. So he never cracked the Mets roster either. So nice return from Chip. In fact, Chip, there's his information, which is still, of course, relevant. To double check to make sure it is correct. And he's sending out signed photos now. So I might try him again, since they did not make cards of Chip. And he's offering up his own signed, like 5x7 or something. So I might send him again just to say, hey, how you doing, buddy? And see if I get a photo sent back. So anyways, that was Chip trying to find a use for some of those team cards. And move on to now return number 6, our final return, guys. Let's get it. All right, my friends, final return coming to us from Greensboro, North Carolina, once again. And we've got Bob Patterson. Bob Patterson, 13-year big league career, 6 of those with the Pirates, 3 with the Cubs. Pretty good reliever out of the pen. Nice little lefty there. Called him the glove doctor because he would always repair people's gloves. He'd use coat hangers, tongue depressors, and like extra leather. He was the glove doctor. He'd repair any glove out there in the bullpen, either for his own team or the opposing team. Bob Patterson with the Bible verses on each and every single card. Awesome return from Bob Patterson. Nice little signature there as well. Like I said, pretty good lefty. The glove doctor. And very good fielding pitcher as well. Just 1 error in 98 chances there on the mound. That's a .990 fielding percentage. Pretty dang good if you ask me. If you ask anybody, actually, that's not opinion. That's fact. That's a good fielding percentage. And there you guys go. Bob Patterson, that's his information. And that is it, guys, for Through the Mail, Monday, number 209. Yeah, I missed last week. Thanks to all that wished my father well last week. He's still hanging in there, so that's the best we can hope for at this point. And that is it, my friends. 208 episodes, 209 episodes now in the book. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And like and comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of this week's returns. Surely I got a few guys this week that you guys have never heard of. Maybe. Probably. So that's always fun, getting some of these randos back. And that's it, my friends. Thank you all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. See ya.